Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Look what we have here from good old Tucker Carlson. We all knew this was the actual truth, but because it didn't fit the narrative, now men are in jail. We had the whole summer of peace. All this stuff has changed because of this one man. Now the truth comes out. So what's going to be done about it? What's going to be done about the man that's in prison? All this shit. I say it all gets freaking changed right back. Because this whole, George Floyd shit was bullshit. Insert that little kid that's on everybody's videos. All bullshit. All bullshit. Because that's what that whole thing was.
Now that we know that it was not, in fact, a pandemic of the unvaccinated, now that we know that Ukraine is not actually winning the war against Russia, it could be time to revisit some of the other slogans we've been assured are true and ordered to repeat. Are they, in fact, true? Did, for example, a racist white cop actually murder a man called George Floyd, a civil rights leader, in Minneapolis on Memorial Day of 2020? Now, we've been told that happened, told it relentlessly for more than 3 years. So at this point, we've been told it so much that pretty much everybody seems to believe it. And because everyone does kind of believe it, a small group of people has been allowed to make massive changes to American society. They include, but are not.
Now, all these changes need to go right back. All these changes need to be just extra right out of it, including the whole Juneteenth holiday and everything. All of it needs to go back. But is it? Of course not. Because look who we have for president. Stumbling, bumbling Biden.
Not limited to decriminalizing stealing, defunding the police, adding a new federal holiday to the calendar called Juneteenth, the ceasing of hiring all white men in corporate America, and of course, significantly, they also sent a cop called Derek Chauvin to prison for more than 40 years. He would be the racist white devil who murdered George Floyd. But the question is, did he actually murder George Floyd? And the answer is, well, no, he didn't murder George Floyd. And we're not guessing about it.
We all knew that. At least everybody with a brain cell. I knew it. George Floyd died of a drug overdose. If he wouldn't have been breaking the law, he'd still be alive. Which everybody's like, everybody breaks the law. I don't. Trust me, I spent months in jail in my early 20s. Months in jail. And I don't want to do it again. And if that means I'm some, what the left likes to call a bootlicker, or some of you fake patriots call me a bootlicker, or a square, so be it. I'd rather wake up in my bed next to my beautiful wife than I'll wake up in a jail cell. I'd rather come down here to my studio and make videos instead of having to worry about, someone stabbing me in the neck because I'm in some jail cell, some prison cell. Because, it's not cool to obey the law.
That we know it conclusively thanks to a new court case now underway in Hennepin County, Minnesota. The case was brought by a prosecutor there called Amy Sweezy. She's suing her boss. So the case is not actually about George Floyd or Derek Chauvin, but it tells you an awful lot about both of them. In her deposition, which you should read, Amy Sweezy describes a conversation that she had with the county medical examiner, Andrew Baker, right after George.
Look at what's trending, everybody. The MAGA Speaker Trump. Yeah, what they're doing to Jim Jordan's bullshit. And I'm going to keep putting videos out till every one of those stupid rhinos is gone.
George Floyd died. Quote, I called Dr. Baker early that morning to tell him about the case and to ask him if he would perform the autopsy on Mr. Floyd. Sweezy recalls all this under oath in the deposition. Quote, he called me later in the day on that Tuesday, and he told me that there were no medical findings that showed any injury to the vital structures of Mr. Floyd's neck. There were no medical indications of asphyxia or strangulation.
Right there it is. And I'll say it. There were no medical findings that showed any injury to the vital structures of Mr. Floyd's neck. There were no medical indications of asphyxia or strangulation. So if one of you guys on the left want to debate that, because that's from a medical examiner, you know, the people that figure out why you died, come at me. I knew this shit, but it didn't fit the narrative. Did not fit the narrative. I am so sick of having to say that. And I'm probably going to get a strike for even mentioning it, because YouTube likes everything to fit the narrative. Like, you know, squashing channels like mine and everybody else that does news and politics. But propping up CNN, MSNBC, you know, all the mainstream media because they're credible sources. If you wonder what I'm talking about, go over to Jeremy's channel. His channel is called The Quartering. He did a video about it. Yeah. They want to prop up mainstream media instead of propping people like us up. And it's up to you guys to make sure that you hit that, you know, little bell notification so you get notified each and every time people like me and everybody else puts a video out. Because we're not getting promoted by YouTube, so it's up to you guys to watch the video, comment on the video, share the video. Because, yeah, it doesn't seem like much. Watching a video, leaving a comment, you know, sharing it. But it helps trigger the algorithm. I've said that numerous times. Even if the comments like hi or how you doing. And if you share one of my videos or anybody else's video that does the same kind of content and another person watches, that's one more person that probably would not have seen it. So in that aspect, guys, I got a GoFundMe to help me and my wife move. It'll be down in the description. Please donate. We're at $30. The two of you that donated, thank you. And thanks for watching.